Hey YT, welcome back to another video. Today we are back in Stepford and we are doing another video on the new 1.6 review. Oh, dude just left. But anyway, we're doing a new review on the Stepford 1.6 review, and we are outside Stepford Central. If you don't notice, we have some new signs. We have Welcome to Stepford Central, Transport for Stepford. And what's this? A river. So, you can see some updates going on here. There never used to be a river here, did there? What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Well, let's dive into this and see what's going to happen. And today we're here with Harry, Pentalina 390, and Chris Froome, Harry's brother. So we're going to show you something. So, yes, wave to me. Wave to me as much as you want. Harry's on face call if you want, so he's going to be on camera. Anyway, as we go into Stepford Central, here's the new map. I am lagging a lot, sorry. But as you come in, you can see here's the map. And if you go on here, yes, you have Stepford Connect, Waterline Airlick, and Stepford Express. Now, if you can see, it now goes to Willow Field up there, Hempton Pop, Beachley, and there's a kind of like a big junction here at City Hospital. Also, if you didn't know, Coxley had an upgrade, and you can see now on the Waterline map, it goes to Morganstown. It goes to Morganstown just here from Morganstown Docks. So we can expect the Waterline shuttle to be in, and we also know that there's been a large extension on Connect. We also know now the map has like Connect Regional, Connect Local, and Connect, I think it was, well, maybe just Connect. But anyway, the signs have changed and we have something new. And today we're going to be checking it out. So, let's dive in. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Willow Field. So, at Willow Field, you can see it's quite nice. It's got a big glass entrance. Quite a nice design to it. Very modern entrance. But you can see some brick and arched walls, so it doesn't get modern for long. We also have some shops like the Leighton Letter, Green Slate, Gassan's Kebab, Berries, and Gnome Base. And as you can see, there is a new sign, Willowfield. Oh, Gnome Base. That sounds a lot like home base. Willowfield. So as you come in, you've got the ticket barriers as usual, like every time. You come in, you've got the brick walls here, very nice. I definitely really like the roof. The roofs are very nice, and the walls. I like this style here. They have the ballast like that. That's kind of nice. Oh, Harry's on chat now. He's gonna start talking. Ikea, brilliant name. Roof very nice. We got prison cells over there. Yeah, seriously. These shelters literally look like prison cells, don't they? These are prison cells. These are the prison cells, so you can lock up anyone you hate in there. You've got Ikea and Willowfield Shipping and Uber Eats. Brilliant. Yeah, Lucas was talking about Uber Eats a lot this morning, probably because in Stepford there's Uber Eats. So Uber likes to yeet people. Yeah. Oh, Harry's off cool. But anyway, nice new signs. You got the Stepford Connect livery on the signs as well. And we have the welcome to the beautiful town of Willowfield. WF. Oh, so beautiful. But that's cool. That's quite nice. I see this being a very nice station, and it is a very nice station. That was my phone. Harry's back on. Okay, so this is Willowfield, guys. Very nice. Some trees over there. Got some other stuff there. Family lawyers, frosted plasmas, TV, CGCDs, train ticket refunds. Okay, let's head on to our next station. The next station is Hempton Park, which is one of the new stations. The station before Willowfield. Ah! Okay, I fell. Hempton Park. That was a lovely scream I just did as well. Gotta admit, quality screams. Mine is number one. Hempton Park, quite a nice design. You got detailed building over there. You got a bridge just down there with a junction, I expect. I can't see because my render distance is awful. Beachley Royal Upholstery House. Sure thing. Okay. Maybe some other buildings down there. I recognise this from Wester Coast. Steez's. Okay, never mind. I'm not reading that. And we have a fountain. I recognise this fountain from Millcastle. So we're using a lot of things from the old Lynn line. I wouldn't call it old because it came out in 1.4. Hempton Pop signs. Not overhyped this update. Quite like that. Because I think 1.4 was super overhyped and I hardly got anything. I wasn't very impressed with 1.4. Hempton Park Rangers, the home of Hempton Park. Okay, so I guess that's a new football team. So we now have Stepford United, Lynn Bears, and the Hempton Park Rangers. So that's kind of cool. Entrance, basic but simple, and I like it. As we come in. I hear they also added an angry Yeti to connect. They did Wow, Harry sneezes. Harry has hay fever. I like how they have the yellow cross lines on the platform edge. You can see a curve down there. You got a nice footbridge. 2 off signs. Here's another where you can get in without having to use your Oyster card. So that's where criminals get in. Oh, now that's a bit lazy. They didn't even bother putting in steps. Now that's the bit where SER just lets you down and turns to mind the gap. They don't even put in steps. Alright, never mind. Anyway, let's move on to the next station, which is Beachley. Now, for some reason, it won't let me say Beachley in chat. Wow, I'm falling through the air again. Why does it always do this on the new update? It literally spawns me like that every time I spawn in. So we got the new Beachley signs. Stop waving. High-rise buildings. Pretty good for Roblox, but in real life I'd consider that building ugly. But let's go inside. Nice glass things. It's an elevated station. Brilliant. We got fake lifts here. I wish they did work. I think this is where that's where the train is. That's where the tracks is. So if you banged up there, banged your head really hard, it would hit the ballast. So yeah, I'll tell you, Stepford is super lazy. This is what they do. Don't put in steps, please. We got some buildings, some greenery. Those look like people spying on me. Overhead wires. Nice. A bit basic, but I like it. It's not. It's alright, but it's basic. Oh, you got the Stepford livery branding on the walls. Transport for Stepford, boys. I think you can walk around Stepford now. You can actually walk around the entire city. They should add in buses for that, because I'm not going to bother. Alright, now I hear they updated Stepford Victoria. I know they updated it because I saw it on the Discord, even though I shouldn't be allowed on Discord. But I am. So. Okay. Oh, whoops. That was the main menu. Okay, let's spawn at Stepford Victoria. Now, as you can see, the buildings have been upgraded a lot, so now there's like curvy bits on the buildings. And they got those big glass buildings as well. That looks a bit like the Gherkin to me. Oh, what's down there? I see something down there. A badge? Yeah. Guys, there's a new badge. So, you got a big glass building there connected to this. This looks like a shopping mall, not gonna lie. That looks like a shopping mall. Gosh, I'm lagging from this. Yeah, this update is quite laggy, but I am in a VIP server, so that makes more sense too. I did. Maybe I should regret that. Yeah, but I hear VIP servers are less laggy. Even though it says in the main description they are more laggy, I don't necessarily agree with that. That looks like the tallest building in Stepford I can see in the distance there. Oh my. Oh, guys, what is this? This is incredible. Now, this is the thing Lucas was talking about, raving about. What's that? That looks like a gravestone. Oh, it's Reb. It's Reb. Map developer, SER, redesigned Stepford district scenery and supplied shells for CSG trains. Well done, Reb. You did a good job. But it is laggy. But I don't think that's Reb's fault. I think that's the coding. Seriously, I go onto the training servers. I can't. Yay! Look at that. Weight of the world. And Reb's carrying it with his teapot head. This looks like some monument. As you can see, Stepford Central is right over there. Anyway, so let's take a look at Stepford Victoria. We're getting off track a little. But that is something from the new update. So, I have the right to show it to you. I have the right to do anything on Stepford because I'm in a VIP server. Victoria is floating. That looks a bit wrong. Hello up there. Hello down there. Anyway, so we've got quite an interesting entrance. Maybe a little bit boring. Oh my gosh! They've been so lazy with the no steps thing. Yeah, it does look alright without steps, but Stepford, keep on top of your stuff. Not enough steps, boy. Windows. And anyway, we're coming in. This is a few days after the update, so I have been playing, and it's not as if this is all new to me. I like these arches with glass. That's a good tip. Wow. I mean, it's so much less dark, which is way nicer. Because the old one, it was very, very gloomy and boring. I hated going to Victoria. Now, I don't think I want to go to Stepford Central anymore. Well, I'll have to. I like Stepford Central a lot. That looks a lot like Charing Cross. Seriously, look at that a million times. It will look like Charing Cross the entire time. I can look at that again and again and again, and I will say every time that's Charing Cross. It is Charing Cross, isn't it? It just is. Right, it is very similar to London Victoria. That's where they got the name from. But at the same time, Charing Cross. Look at the entrance, guys. I'll take a look at Charing Cross Station, London. It looks so similar. Shall I just search it up really quick? Look, I'll show you Charing Cross. No, not Roblox Studio. What's this? If I just go on to driving simulator cross, then you can take a look at the images. It's probably going to come off with Wikipedia first. Come on. S. Yep, Wikipedia. If you take a look, images, not tube station, thanks. Well, that's the entrance. But, you see there? Look at that. That looks a lot like Victoria. You got 465s there. So I'll take a 465 here just to make sure it looks like Charing Cross. And that bridge as well. It also looks like the bridge at Victoria, doesn't it? Yeah. That bridge there looks just like it. And that looks a lot like it. That picture there, that's pretty much Stepford Victoria. You see? Big bridge right into Stepford Victoria. And then I'll show you Roblox. Charing Cross, Stepford Victoria. You got the trees there. You got the big buildings. And then look. It looks just like it. It looks just like Charing Cross, I know, guys, doesn't it? Oh, not lag. And then over there, bridge. Big bridge. They definitely based this off Charing Cross. Okay, guys. So now we will go into financial quarter just to look at some of the stuff. We will do some driving in a minute. This is going to be a very long video, but that's because there's a lot to see. I spy the shard. I spy the shard. That is the shard. I spy the shard. I also spy a lot of buildings and a new bridge decal. Is that a new bridge decal? I don't know. But a lot of new buildings. I spied the gherkin too. Can you see that imprint there? That looks like the gherkin. Wait, let's search them up quick. Let's just. Right, what's this? The shard. Maybe I could have typed in the shard London. It's probably going to come up with shatters of glass. London's growing economy, the shard. It's not growing anymore. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You see that? That's the shard. That is the tallest building in London. It's a big. It looks pretty cool. Yeah. It's awesome, right? It is awesome. We tried building it in Theme Park Tycoon, and it looked like a cheese grater. But you see, it's right on top of London Bridge Station as well. Look. There. It's right there, and then that's London Bridge. And then... Gherkin? Isn't that it? Oh, whoops. Gherkin. Wrong spelling. The gherkin. I'll show you this. It's a bit of a... It looks like a pickle. Gherkin. It looks like a gherkin. That's why it's nicknamed the gherkin. But you see here? That's the gherkin. You see that? Yeah, that's the gherkin. Triangular. But now, if we go on to Stepford, here, the gherkin, technically, looks a lot like that building there. And the shard looks a lot like that building there. Now, Financial Quarter looks exactly the same station-wise, just the new signs. Now, we're not going to look at City Hospital because so what? I don't really care. But now, here's an update. Stepford High Street has been updated. Also, the scenery between Stepford East and and St Helens Bridge has been updated. You can tell because look at the scenery. Also, Stepford is getting lazier and lazier. There's a bridge here, but there's just grass. There needs to be a road. Seriously. But the buildings, yeah, you got the nice new buildings and you got the glass things there. But look at Stepford High Street. Huge glass entrance. Well, it's not huge, but you got a nice big waiting area down here. You come in, and now guess what? It's not wonky. It's not wonky. There's not cracks. It's no longer really bad building. Well, it is a bit there, but as you come up, it's great up here. You got the new bus lanes on the big road, which also leads down across under the bridge between Stepford East and Stepford Central. But you got some very nice detail here, and it feels very nice. And trust me, I really like it. Now, let's head on to Stepford United Football Club. It now looks like a tent. I'll show you. Stepford United Football Club is now turned into an inflatable tent. This is what it looks like. It is actually a tent. Seriously, if you look at a picture of I'll search up weird tents. Why do I keep searching things up from this? Weird tents. It's kind of like a gazebo. Tents. Tents. But it kind of looks like... Okay, it's not that, but... It kind of like a gazebo. Hash tent. I'll show you. There's gonna be some image somewhere which show you what. Well,
Why are you not on these lines?
like that. You see that? That. This image here. This thing. That looks like Stepford UFC, doesn't it? That weird tent gazebo thing. It's so horrible looking, doesn't it? I think it looks horrible. It looks like a dog, a decapitated dog with extremely thin legs who's trying to perform the splits and instead has decapitated its legs. Now look at Stepford UFC. Ooh, what's this? Now, yeah, if you haven't noticed, we've got the new Pride in Stepford livery on the Class 331. Most people probably know because they're watching Joshy Washy's video or something like that. To get on him, right. But the benches in the new colours, except the roof, which now is a tent. There's a train. 185. Oh no, look! It's the new Pride in Stepford livery, and it's coming in at 198 miles per hour. As you see, new livery, Pride in Stepford livery, and in the 331 rebranded livery, and it looks quite nice. Oh, Harry will now to present to you how you're supposed to guard a train. As you can see, his fat cheeks will now present how you guard a train, won't he? So, he will now blow his whistle. The main doors will close. I will get inside. Then he blows the whistle again, and the local door closes. Harry gets inside. Then he makes a buzz noise, and then Ollie makes a buzz noise, and then the train goes away. And we start lagging again. But anyway, that's enough of that. I will show you the new Coxley, which, as you saw in the sneak peeks, or if you didn't see, had a huge revamp. Oh dear, what have I done? I've glitched myself again. Wait. Oh, that was lucky. So, very thin platform over here. Very thin. Got a bridge. Kind of ruins the feel of the Coxley. I kind of miss the old one, but I do quite like it. I do like it. I like it. I do like it a lot. Alright, I love it. I don't love it. No, I like it. Oh my gosh. But you got these nice wall patterns, a bit like how you do on the approach to Lynn. And what do I recognise here? It's the exact same footbridge that's at Faraday Road, except it's slightly longer. Well, I mean wider. Hey. Huh? See the picture? You got some nice buildings over here. That building reminds me of Finsbury Park. Can you get out? No, of course we can't get out, because I can't find the exit. Where was it again? Oh, we're gonna have a train coming. Ah, yeah, that was hard to find. But anyway, you got the new stuff. Waterline. You'll notice that we're removing our logo from stations and trains. This is because Waterline by Connect franchise is coming to an end. Quite nice, the entrance area. I like the bricks. That's pretty much just putting some decals on some concrete. Now, I'm lagging a lot here. As you can see, there's the Pride and Stepford train. Now, I'm going to give you a quick tour of some of the new scenery upgrades. As you can see, that buffer, that's one of the sidings. These are the pyramid hills, which are also used in the Lynn area, I think. But anyway, if we come down, you can start to see something. What's over there? that is Coxley Newtown. You can now walk to it on roads without having to glitch through. Oh no, not glitch. Jump, do parkour around buildings and stuff. But anyway, let's go down to Coxley Newtown as we watch this class 331. I think come our way. I think it's. Oh, it's going the other direction. But anyway, guys, you got the Coxley sidings down there and there. You also have the Coxley Newtown just here and a transport for Stepford building, along with a level crossing with no lights, of course. Why aren't they bothering to make level crossing lights and working level crossings? Stepford GCR managed it. Come on, do an upgrade where you get working level crossings. Let's go wee-oh, and then go down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? But Stepford are lazy, so nah, we're not going to have that. That would be awesome, but Stepford doesn't like awesome. I guess they do, but they might not. A lot of things disappoint me about Stepford, including their level crossings. For a start, these pole bits here are red underneath the red poles. I know that as a fact because I've been to many level crossings in my past time. I have lived near a level crossing for my entire life. And I am very disappointed to see that Stepford, who are older than me, can't build a level crossing right and can't even get some barriers and lights correctly. But Coxley, very nice indeed, got a bit. You can't go inside Coxley Town, it's been boarded up. But anyway, let's take a look at the new rebranded trains and maybe the Waterline shuttle. So if we come back along here and we go into driver, you will be able to notice that we have quite a lot of new different trains rebranded on the Connect livery. As you can see, we have the Class 158 rebranded, also with the Class 1589, also in rebranded livery. Class 170, take a while to load in, is also the 170 also looks very good in it. Also, you can see also the wheelbase has been changed on every single train too. 321 also looks very good in the new livery. The 333 suits the new livery as well. As you can see, it is just loading in now. 333 suits it a lot. It's got a nice design to it. I think the train that suits the livery most is probably the 350. As in real life, it kind of has a similar livery. Well, at least it does on the 450. 357. I guess the 357 suits it. It could be a bit better on the livery though. I mean, it isn't the best livery for it, but I do like the livery on the 357. It does look nice and does suit it. 458. Let's take a look. In real life, the 458 is actually in a very similar is actually in blue, light blue. However, this version of it is actually in white. If you go to the 4585, the one that I'm used to and that I've been on in real life in South Western Railway livery, is in a medium normal blue. And so this livery is a bit different to it. However, I kind of preferred the old livery on this train. However, the new livery does suit it quite well too. The 68, the body of the 68 itself hasn't been upgraded at all. You can see in the background, the coaches have had an upgrade, including dark blue doors and some light blue stripes. The Class 707 is actually the odd one out on these ones, as it is the only train which has all the doors being blue. However, on the other trains, the blue stripe goes across the doors, making the doors white. However, on the 707, the doors are blue every time. Here's the new Angry Yeti for Connect. As you can see, white door. It's 5 cars, and it is all right, I guess. But yeah, that's as much as I can say really. Class 185. It also looks quite nice in the new livery, in my opinion. The old livery suited it more, though, I must admit. But I still like it. 331, that was the train that we saw earlier. We also got the 377. I'm not sure about this train in the new livery, to be honest. I don't think it really suits it. I think it suits the older livery more. I don't know why. And for some reason, Stepford, the lights look a bit too big on this model, perhaps. Maybe make the lights a bit smaller, maybe. Class 380, it's been in this livery all this time, since it was upgraded to next gen. And it suits the livery very well, because that was what it was built in. Class 465. Well, I'm not quite sure about the 465 in this livery. If it was like, if the whole livery, I mean, it's all right. I quite like it. It goes well with it, I guess. But it looks better in the old livery. And you have the new rebuilt Class 720. The 720 is one of the very few. I like this a lot more. Here is the Pride in the Stepford train, and you also have the Class 380/1 with an extra coach. Now, let's ride a train and see what we can do. Harry will drive, and we will take a look at some of the new features in Connect trains. We will be riding from Stepford Victoria to Beachley, one of the new routes. It is also now the shortest train. Let's get one of the shortest Connect routes from in the Stepford Victoria area so that you can see some of the new scenery in the area. Let's spawn at Stepford Victoria. Oh, we fell. Let's wait for our train in Stepford Victoria, hop on, and then I'll show you some of the new scenery in the area. I don't have Stepford Victoria. You don't? No, I don't. I have Willow Field on Okay, so we're going to be looking at some of the new scenery in between Stepford Victoria and Beachley, and of course Stepford Central. So we'll hop on the trains and I'll show you what's new. We're waiting here at Stepford Victoria for our train, which should be coming soon. Most likely, it's going to come on the the closest platform to that side of the area, as there are no trains in here right now. If it's on time, it should be coming in. Why can't I click the zoom? Well, fix that, please, Stepford. Fix that, Charlie. Anyway, so we're here at Stepford Victoria. Our train should be arriving soon, and when it does, we'll hop on and I'll show you some of the new features of this new update when you're on board trains. Here we go. Well, here we go when the train arrives, at least. We have something extraordinary in this update that hasn't been updated since when Stepford came out. In fact, it hasn't even been updated since the old version from literally Legacy. I've been waiting for this update to happen for a long time, as this thing that hasn't been updated for a long time needed to be updated. It needed to. It was very wrong for today's standards, and it just didn't suit it. So, wanna see it? Well, carry on watching the video, or just fast forward. Your choice. Fast forward where we're here, because I'm gonna be very lazy and not edit it out. Thanks. As you can see, our train is approaching the station now. For a start, I wonder what train it's going to be. It's probably going to be an Angry Yeti, because Harry likes it. It is an Angry Yeti! Let's commit suicide! An Angry Yeti enters Charing Cross station. I'm going to start calling Stepford Victoria Charing Cross now, because it looks so much like it. But I love it at the same time. Let's do a quick interior tour of the new class trains. Stepford is so lazy. It's one of the new trains on Connect, and guess what? They haven't even made the seats new. They could have just copy and pasted the seats from the new trains. Oh man. Well, I guess they just stole this from Waterline and pretty much reliveried it and added in some new features. Toilets. As you can see, the train is a lot longer. There seems to be a lot more seats. I don't know what this is. It's probably a toilet. And we are now at the back of the train. Let's run back to the front. Let's take a look at what's new. We're just going to travel one stop, as this new update will be quite quick. As soon as we'll start moving, you will notice it. Here is a few clues over what it is. Oh, Chris Froome is right here. He's wearing his pyjamas and showing off his muscly arms. Anyway, we are about to depart, and when we depart, we will go and drive our own train, as the Morganstown shuttle is out, and I still haven't covered that. So, I will now reveal to you what is new in this brand new update, and what I've been talking about. Stepford's trains now have new announcements on board. This is something huge, as we've never ever had an update on announcements inside the train. Here we go, and here's a taste of the new announcements on board. That was amazing. And here's the thing. As we approach financial quarter, there's something new as well. These new announcements are amazing. The old announcements were awful. They were literally since when Stepford came out, and were literally just computer generated voices. I think these voices might have been recorded from a real person, but at the same time, I think these might be computer generated too, as they don't sound perfect. However, it is incredible, the new announcements. Some people don't like them, but I think they're great. Anyway, guys, let's drive our own train on the Morganstown shuttle. Then I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. Brilliant line. Okay, guys. So, if you don't know, all the trains have been rebranded on Waterline as well. That includes the Class 508 in its baby blue, Class 319 as well. As you can see, the 309 has also had an update where they put black around the windows instead of silver. It looks alright, I guess. Quite modernish. If you don't know, you can only drive two-car trains on the new route. That includes the Class 1950, Class 16, and yeah, that's it. Anyway, let's take a look at this on the Morganstown shuttle. Let's do it with the Class 1650. Morganstown siding. The Morganstown siding is located right next to the located right next to the Airlink tracks, which go round this corner, and just over there is the tunnel where Express comes out. In theory, Express could be coming here to be the first stop where all lines meet. In fact, Morganstown is the station closest to where all lines meet, as Express comes very close to here, however, darts off, just missing it. However, I see it as there is a possibility where Express could turn off there and come onto the bridge where Airlink and Connect comes in time to stop at Morganstown. Do you think that's possible? I must admit, Stepford has been a little bit lazy. I wouldn't say too lazy, because if you look at Morganstown was made in like the Christmas 2019 v1.1 version. And trust me, look at the buildings. There isn't even a single window to be sight. There's just brick and a bit of white. I can do better than that. If you can see my Central Line game, I've done a lot of stuff and work on it. I could probably do 10 times better than that. And maybe even some advertisements. That's just at the least. They could do something. Anyways, I think Morganstown needs a huge upgrade. It's a boring station. There's nothing to be seen. The entrance literally sucks, and I have so many complaints about it, and I really want it to be replaced by a new one. I've just told you why, so I'm not going to make any other points. This may be quite controversial, as my friend Lucas, Poketron849, literally thinks the entire opposite. Also, something annoying is that the speed limits in this area are very, very low. It's funny how they extended it to Benton because most of us just wanted it to go to Morganstown Docks anyway. Most of us didn't really care if it was going any further, so they could have just terminated at Morganstown Docks anyway. There wasn't really much point. I do understand why they went to Benton anyways though, because there isn't much of a far gap, as Port Benton is extremely close to Morganstown, and Benton is extremely close to Port Benton. As you can see, there is actually a new bridge, which comes off to the left. Instead of it going up and turning off there, it goes around in a loop like that. I don't know why they decided to do this, but in the end they did. Maybe it was to reduce lag, so they get an area where it's a bit less long laggy, because it's just a single track, huge bridge in the middle of nowhere. The funny thing is, they say that, however, you have to go round the bridge like this and then go down there. This track is actually used by two ways. However, here it splits up into two different tracks, and then that goes down onto the other platform, I'm supposing. Even if you're not following speed limits, it is quite hard to be on time for this area. They give you a very low speed limit, and the time isn't enough. If you haven't realised, that's actually Whitney Green Depot just there, and Whitney Green is just down there. If you don't know, based off a lot of other videos I've seen, Whitney Green is actually right parallel next to Bewley Park, and it's accessed by a road. To be honest, the green at Whitney Green is actually Bewley Park. So technically, Bewley Park can be called Whitney Green, or Whitney Green can be called Bewley Park, as the park they share is also a green. That may be complicated, but Beauty Park doesn't actually have a park, and Whitney Green is located right outside a square where there's a giant green in the middle. I'm thinking that green is also called Bewley Park, so technically, Whitney Green can be called Bewley Park. Why am I even saying this? This is the 1.6 update, not 1.1. Never mind. Anyway, we are now approaching Morganstown Docks with lag. Remember when Waterline used to only come down here and Connect and Airlink would go down there, and that was the closest point you could get to having all trains meet? Well, not anymore, because now Connect, Waterline could have just turned off and gone like that, but instead they all go like that and come down. It's a bit confusing. I don't know why they did it, but okay, I guess you can do it. Good boy. Thanks, good boy. What? I didn't block him. Anyway, so what? Morganstown Docks hasn't really got much of an upgrade except they added 2 whistle signs here, and that was pretty much it. And added the level crossing going around and the tracks. So nothing really done to Morganstown Docks. I like Morganstown Docks how it is. I don't want it to change. I like Morganstown Docks. I like the design of it. All I want is buffers. No, seriously, I like how you just come down this weird path, go down, and then go across this weird level crossing right in front of the station. Awesome. Why do I feel as if it should be saying this train terminates here? It's just wrong. Anyways, that concludes this video. Hope you enjoyed YouTube. This may have been a long video, but you could have fast forwarded at any time. So if you did watch the whole thing, you're brave. Anyway, let's get out of here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. I've got a Q&A coming up soon. 50 subscribers, in fact. And if you want to and leave any questions, just comment down below. I'll see you next time. Like I said, please, if you want to, leave a comment with a question for my Q&A. I also have a Q&A video which was made a few videos ago. You can probably find that as it was a very recent upload. You can find it. Please leave a comment or a question for me to make my Q&A. I have literally no questions, but I have 50 subscribers, and it's very annoying how literally 4 of my subscribers are actually leaving questions. Goodbye, YouTube. Well, whoever's watching this.